guess. We're gonna see how this goes. Bit worried. This is a bit different. This is a lot different now. Huh. This is a lot different now. Is it here? Is it not? Yes? No? I mean, is it okay? I mean, it's not great. But you know what? We're gonna try and chill out with this. Let's try and keep this chilled. Okay. Right. Let me just go from here. Let's just see what this goes. Sorry guys, this is new. YouTube's kind of changed the streaming process. It's a bit weird. So give me 1 sec. I need to figure this out a little bit. Was not expecting this to change. Right. Okay. Yeah, sorry. That was my bad. I was not expecting this change like at all. But yeah, anyways guys, welcome everyone to Pokemon Emerald. Really is not anything weird or anything like that. I hope the volume's not too loud as well. Let me turn this down actually, just in case. If it is a bit loud, then let me know, obviously. But I don't think it is. I don't think you guys can hear it. But so yeah, so it's just gonna be a little live stream of just how everything's going. Again, nothing too crazy. Just gonna chill out, have some nice little chats. If you guys wanna just ask me anything or just chill out and watch the stream, then yeah, you can perfectly do so. And it's just gonna be a little chat. We haven't actually done a stream where we just chill out and chat. It's been a hot minute actually. I don't know. Just last stream we did was Sword and Shield, which was pretty decent actually. That went pretty well. So I'm hoping you guys can just chill out, have some fun. We haven't actually normally all the streams that I do is Nuzlocke, so that's one thing. But I mean, we are planning to do a Pokemon Shield Nuzlocke, and if you guys didn't catch it, we did like a little warning video beforehand, just to explain like what's going on. So yeah, literally doing the Pokemon Shield stream. Not too sure when, sometime soon, hopefully. But of course, like we need to go through like the rules and stuff like that. I would say it now, but then it's like there's no point now because we're not focusing on that now. We're doing a nice little stream. So how have you guys been recently? I've been alright, not too bad. Just been messing around, trying to get some stuff done. Getting animations done. Oh my gosh, the animations have been taking so long. I've been slacking on animations lately. It sucks because I don't really want to slack on animations, but I don't know. It's just something that I've been doing right now. It's just been taking so long. Right. Now we just need to. Okay. Right. I need to fix this because this is a bit tricky. So we need to fix this. Right. Right, okay. Hang on. I need to fix some things. Is that fine? Is that a bit better? I'm not sure. Oh my gosh, it's all going over the place. Oh my gosh. This is going a bit all over the place right now. Right. Is it going good? I think it's going alright now. I think it's going okay now. Right. So yeah, so that is. Oh gosh, this is going to be a bit tricky, isn't it? Can't just be a normal running stream, can it? It's got always have problems, dude. I'm not gonna lie though, my internet has been so atrocious recently. It's It's been so bad. I can't even explain it. It's been so atrocious. Right. Yeah, it's just been so atrocious lately. I can't explain it. It's been so atrocious. Like I don't understand. Right. Of course we gotta go with the boy Torchic. Of course we do. Of course we gotta go with Torchic. Why would we not? Torchic's been my boy since day one. It's weird to think that like oh gosh, I'm seeing the frame rates here and that the frame rates are horrible. Gosh, you think for pixel sprites it'd be a bit easier, but I guess not. Um hmm. You'd think for pixel sprites it would be a whole lot easier to process frames, but I suppose not. Right, okay. There's Professor Birch's help. Um right, okay. I think it's a bit better now. I think it's a bit better now. I think it's worked itself out. Hopefully that sticks. I'm hoping that sticks. Um gosh, I hope so. But yeah, my gosh, it's been so atrocious lately. It's been so atrocious. But you know what? Of course, with every poke. Okay, so for those of you that are new, with every Pokemon journey that we make, we always have the rise of Snurple. Snurple is back once again. He's back once again. But yeah, we always. This is kind of a thing for me. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how. We just always seem to have Snurple on our team whenever we play Pokemon. It's always the starter. Snurple is in many different shape and forms, but Snurple is the one that we love. So I just personally love Snurple. I just can't, dude. I love Snurple too much. Right. See, that's the only thing. Nuzlocke of Emerald for me are just so heartbreaking because I love Torchic. I love Torchic. I don't. For me, I don't use no one else but Torchic. But just to kind of have that feeling of not being able to use Torchic because the first two gyms will run through Torchic like crazy. Like especially the first gym. The first gym will run through Torchic like no one's business, which is a bit upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. So it's upsetting, but I guess what can you do? But yeah, that's Nuzlocke for me is just the most bothering thing because I really wish that because training Torchic for Nuzlocke are so difficult because to get him decent enough, you need him to evolve to learn Double Kick, and then that becomes super effective. So it's like you need to get him to level 16, which is a lot of grinding, especially since everyone's like level what 8 at best. That is a lot of grinding for Torchic. But then for say Trico and Mudkip, you literally just wait until they know Absorb or Water Gun, and then you could just go in, storm the first gym, and you're out. Which is better, but they're not Torchic, dude. They're not Torchic. They're just not Torchic. I refuse to have anyone that's not. I refuse to not have anyone that's not Torchic. I love Torchic too much. Just such a dear place in my heart. Because Torchic to me is the first starter I've actually picked actually. Because I started playing Emerald. This is the first Pokemon game I ever played. Was Pokemon Emerald, and Torchic was my first starter Pokemon that I ever picked. And I was actually really happy with it because it turned into an amazing Pokemon. It's still one of my top starters, if not, I think my top tier starter. I have a special place for Ghost types. So when Rowlet turned into Decidueye, I think that became my second favorite starter Pokemon. And then I would have to give it to oh gosh, who would I give it to afterwards? I want to say Greninja because Greninja just looks cool, but I'm probably giving it to Grookey because I like Grookey or Bulbasaur because Bulbasaur's cool as well. And then who else? Who's obviously Charizard, but Charizard goes without asking. I kind of want to have a break from Charizard, but I don't know. Something always just draws me back into Charizard. It's a cool Pokemon. I can't lie. I can't lie. It's a cool Pokemon. So I just, what can you do, man? It's a cool Pokemon. It's a cool looking Pokemon. It looks cool. It's amazing. I can't lie. It is. It's just cool, man. Charizard's just a cool Pokemon. Blastoise is pretty cool, but I never actually liked water types. Like I've never had a water type starter ever besides Nuzlocke. Um, yeah, wow. I've actually never had a water type starter. I'm just trying to go through it. Not Squirt. I've never used Squirtle. Didn't like Squirtle that much. I like Squirtle, just not Blastoise, as much as like Charizard or even Venusaur. Um, who else? I didn't use Totodile. I used Cyndaquil. I didn't use um I didn't use Mudkip because I used Torchic. Who was Gen 4 again? I used Chimchar for Gen 4. Was that right? Is that Gen 4? I think that is Gen 4. I used Chimchar for Gen 4. I think I used Tepig for Gen 5 as well. Then I used Fennekin, but then again, all the starters of Gen 6 were kind of meh. I used Rowlet for Gen 8, and um, then I used Grookey for Gen 8. I mean, I used Rowlet for Gen 7, and I used Grookey for Gen 8. So I've actually never used a Water type starter, which is amazing. I've actually never used one. Huh. That's a bit strange. I've actually never used a Water type starter. Huh. Interesting. I think next gen I would probably I'd probably start with a Water type just to give it a bit of space. I know everyone went crazy for Sobble in what's it called, in Sword and Shield. I was Grookey gang. The minute I saw Grookey, I was like, you're the one for me, dude. You're the one for me. I saw Skull Bunny. I was going to pick Skull Bunny, but then I didn't want to have another generation of a fire and fighting. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I just can't do it. I've done it with Blaziken, done it with Infernape, done it with Emboar. I just can't do it anymore, dude. I just can't. I can't do it. It's beyond me. I can't do it. But yeah, Rowlet was a good change. Rowlet was a very good change. Rowlet, becoming Decidueye. Honestly, I love Ghost types. I think Ghost types is my favorite, second to Fire. So when I saw Decidueye, oh my gosh, I just lost my mind. I lost my mind. I loved him. I loved that they released it as a Ghost type. And then yeah, that was it. And then Grookey, I think, is just plain grass. Yeah, Grookey's playing grass. Rillaboom's playing grass, which is upsetting because I think, is Inteleon another typing? I'm not sure. I've not seen Inteleon's typing. I know it's Water type, obviously, but I don't know if it's. I might be wrong, but is it? It's not Dark type. It can't be Dark type. It can't be a Dark type. I don't think it is. I don't think it's a Dark type. It would fit being a Dark type, but I don't think it is. I personally don't feel like it is. Right, although I don't need anything. I could do with potions, actually. Don't really need much, but I could do with potions. Let's get 6. Do I have my Pokeballs yet? I do, but let's get 3 more just to be safe. That's it. Right. What else? What else can we do? What else is there? Well, we got to go up to the new town, which is the new. Actually, I want to go up here because I'm pretty sure there's a rare Pokemon over here. Lotad? Was it Lotad? Oh my gosh, I've not played Emerald in so long. I've not played Emerald in so long. I forgot there was someone up here that I really really wanted, and I completely forgot as to who it was. Or am I? Is it Lotad? It might be Lotad. Because I want a Ludicolo. Ludicolo would be cool. But yeah, again, this isn't going to be like a serious stream. This is just going to be something to chill out with. It's not a Nuzlocke or anything like that. So, it's no worries. Doesn't worry if they faint or whatever. We're not going to do this big, oh my gosh, if they faint, they die rule. We'll save that for Pokemon Sword. We'll save that for Sword. Hopefully, I get a good enough connection for this. But it looks like it's doing somewhat okay now. I just hope that it can take it. Because the way it works is that my house works in like in levels, and obviously I've got the internet at the bottom one, so perfect for streaming. Just says that sarcastically. It's different. It is a lot. But you know what? We make do. We make do with what we can. Hang on. Let me just get this out there again. Right. Let's go. Sorry about that, guys. Had to get that out again. Right, there's a Rolt somewhere that I want to get to. There's a Rolts that I want to grab. There is definitely... I want to grab Rolts. I want to grab Lotad. But yeah, gosh, we've done... What have we done recently? Well, obviously we put out put a TCG video recently about Cooper Raja. Cooper Raja, I actually really like Cooper Raja. It's easy. It's an easy card to work with. There's a lot of good cards for it. We saw the new VMAX Rising stuff coming out, which is pretty cool. I can't wait for VMAX Rising, only because it has my boy Four Links in, and I love Four Links. I'm pretty sure I've said this somewhere before, but Four Links is honestly my favorite Pokemon that's come out of Gen 8. I love Four Links. Like, I would go to say his Four Links is literally one of my favorite Pokemon ever. Like, there's something about Four Links. It's just, it's great. I love him. I love Four Links. But yeah, I can't wait for that Four Links card. I will try my hardest to make it work. It will be like the most effort I will ever put in a Pokemon deck ever. Like, there's a lot of decks that I put a lot of time and effort into making good, like top tier. I want Four Links to be that top tier deck. Like, I will not rest until Four Links is top tier. Like, honestly, I can't wait. It's gonna be so exciting. We've got a few new cards coming out as well. It's gonna be great. I've actually not been paying attention. All I saw was Four Links, and like the rest have just gone like whoosh. New Dragapult V. I like Dragapult. I think mostly everybody does. It's the new pseudo legendary that's out. Everybody loves Dragapult. Dragapult V got announced. Normal Dragapult got announced as well, which again I don't mind. I like both of them, to be honest. Dragapult has an ability where it's like if you flip a coin, or if you flip a coin and if heads, it doesn't get hit. So there's like a 50-50 chance that you're going to hit it, which again is great, but it's going to be very annoying to come across. Unless you do something like Will or something. Or, you know, have the Sheath tool card. I can't, something Sheath. You know what, I can't remember. Oh, speaking of rods. Well, wait, does it know teleport? If it knows teleport, I should probably grab it now. I think it knows teleport. So we're not even going to waste any time. Let's just grab it. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Yes. 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 Alright. First off, that's Rolts. Fantastic. We got Rolts. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, sure. We'll nickname our Pokemon this time. We'll call Rolts. We'll call it Rattles. We'll call Rolts Rattles. Little Rattles. Right, so I think beforehand we should probably train Rattles up a bit. Awesome. Sweet. First battle, Bug Trainer. If I remember right, I've not. Oh my gosh, it's been so long, dude. But I'm so happy. I'm so happy we're playing this again. It's been so long. Pichiana. Okay, Dark type. That's not good for us. That's not good. What do you even know, actually? What does Rattles even know? I should have looked at this beforehand, but you know what? It's fine. Just Growl. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Oh great. Jesus. Right. Okay. But yeah. So as I was saying before, we did get a few new cards. Dragon Ball V came out. Dragon Ball V Max came out, or is coming out, I should say. Dragapult and Dragon Ball V Max kind of have the same attack. Me personally, I think Dragon Ball V Max does 10 damage fewer, but more damage counters. So basically, both of them have the ability to hit, and you can put on damage counters. But normal Dragon Ball does 3 damage counters, and Dragon Ball V Max does 5, I think. And then yeah, so then after. But I would personally, my own personal opinion, I would still stick with VMAX. One, because higher HP. Secondly, there's ways you can add on. There's ways you can do it. There's separate way. I do like the 5 damage counts because then you can work around other Pokemon that you might not be able to hit as much. Like say, for example, I don't know, like Mew, for example, that protects the bench. Like you could sneak in 5 damage counters, and if you're doing that with Giratina, you've knocked out a Mew in pretty much your next turn, which is great. It's fantastic. Who else? When I first saw Dragon Ball VMAX, I thought of instantly Weezing, because it's a personal thing for me, but I love Weezing. I love Weezing. There's just something about Weezing that I like. Not the one with Roxy, the one with the one from Unbroken Bonds, the one that puts 10 damage counters on basic Pokemon for each turn. The one with Roxy is pretty cool as well, because then if you stack it, you do 20 damage counters plus however much more. So I suppose either Weezing works. You could either hit hard and you can either hit, like, do chip damage with Weezing and rotate every so often, or you can get more draw with Roxy while doing 20 on the side, 20 max on the side, and slap over damage counters wherever you please. So I suppose Weezing could work with Dragapult. I like that either way. That's pretty cool either way, to be honest. Who else? Who else would be good with it? Giratina, like I said, would be good. Just trying to think who else would be pretty decent with Dragapult. Someone that can just pick, that can spread. Someone that just does a nice hefty bit of damage around. Like a lot of Pokemon would be very, very cool with it. And it works with Psychic Energy as well, so obviously Malamar, but I think Malamar's rotating out next, and I'm planning to make a video on what would be coming out next, which there's going to be a few cards. There are going to be quite a few cards. Once they announce where the rotation is going to happen, it's going to be painful. It's going to be so painful, because my personal opinion, I believe that the rotation is going to happen for pre-tag teams. So basically anything from team up onwards is going to be in standard. So basically everything from, what was the last one to be in that? Lost Thunder. Everything from Lost Thunder backwards will be rotated out. So that's going to be a lot of cards. But that's my personal opinion. But if that's the case, a lot of decks are going to get really beaten up about this. Like Malamar deck, every single Malamar deck is going to take a massive, massive L from this. That is going to be insane. So Psychic decks are going to have a lot more trouble getting energy out. If it's going to be Lost Thunder as well, Zeraora is going to be gone. Most of the Prism Star cards are going to be gone. So that means Thunder Mountain's going to be gone. Victini Prism Star is going to go for fire decks, which is upsetting because it's such a good fire card. It's a very, very good fire card. Who else? Who else from the sets? So if it's from Ultra Prism onwards, that would mean all the GXs. What good GXs would be around? Macargo would go, because Macargo's in Lost Thunder. That's a good fire card. That's a good fire GX. Who else? I'm just trying to think. My mind's going so blank right now. I'm just thinking of cards from Team Up onwards, but I know there's a lot of cards, but the main two that I'm thinking of is, well, Malamar, Ultra Necrozma, because they both were in the same deck when they got announced. Then, who else? Yeah, Zeraora, Thunder Mountain, Electro Power, is Electro Charger from Team Up? I think Electro Charger from Team Up, but then that's useless. Electro Charger is useless because Electro Power goes. Speaking of Electro Power, Ampharos, a card that I personally love. I personally love Ampharos GX. It's just so cool. So for one energy, it's like one energy, you get all your Electro Power back in your hand. So that means if you slap all 4 Electro Power, you can do, I think it's 30 damage and then 431. Do 150 for one energy, which is decent, and you can keep doing it because it will like keep coming back to you, which is great. I personally love that. But then yeah, so then what else would there be? There would be, you know what? I'm having such a brain fart right now. Mysterious Treasure is gonna go, which is upsetting. Can't find any Pokemon. Can't find any Psychic or Dragon type Pokemon. But then again, we'll have Quick Ball, which will be easy, and Evolution Incense. But Mysterious Treasure lets you get Evolution Dragon and Psychic type Pokemon as well. So it's just more cards to put in. Tate and Liza's gonna go. I personally like Tate and Liza. There are other better support cards, but Tate and Liza's gonna go. Cynthia's gonna go because Cynthia's Ultra Prism, arguably the best form of draw that we have right now. But I'm pretty sure we're going to get another version of Cynthia, just as somebody else. I'm not sure who, but I can guarantee we're gonna get someone that shuffles energy or shuffles cards and draws back cards. I guarantee it. There's no, like, we did have Professor Juniper and Professor Sycamore before that kind of recycle that kind of discarded and drew as aggressive nature. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna get another copy of Cynthia because we all adjusted to Cynthia very well. But yeah, that's there are a lot of Pokemon that's gonna go. I'm gonna make a like I said, I'm gonna make a proper video about it later. Um, Whenever they announce like the Pokemon coming out or like whatever sets will be coming out and stuff. It's just right now I'm having like a massive brain fart about it. And then, but yeah, TCG is doing all right so far. Sword and Shield is an amazing set. I still need to get a few more cards. I do need to get a few more cards, which is like, I do wish we did get more cards though. But you know what? We're working with it slowly. Working slowly. I'm planning to get more cards in the future as well. Right, so let's see. Then heal up because we need rattles to get some moves. At least one move, confusion or something. I'll take a confusion. I don't know when exactly. No, gosh dang it. It's the one thing I can't. It's the one thing that has not changed throughout the years. Once you press A for Pokemon Trainer or Pokemon, I was about to say Pokemon Center Lady. Oh my gosh, it's Nurse Joy. Oh gosh, I gotta stop playing TCG. Dude. I keep saying it's Pokemon Center Lady. It's Nurse Joy. It will forever be Nurse Joy. Forever. It will always be Nurse Joy. Alright, so the guy just dragged me there to take me back to the gym. Oh, do I have to go in? Do I have to go in? Gosh, dude, this guy has the worst case of amnesia. It's like, oh, hi, you're a rookie? Come, let me show you the gym. I run back. Oh, you're a new trainer. Look at the gym. You might as well just tell me, look at the gym. Right, hello, father. I have arrived. It is your son, Poots. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Right, Wally gets his Gardevoir. Oh, bad. Whew, sorry. It's been so tired lately. But, gosh, yeah, what else have we been doing? So, yeah, animation-wise, for those of you who don't know, I run a second channel. Well, I run 3 channels, but I run... So, obviously, this channel that you're seeing, oh, gosh, we've got a little bit of a hiccup. Got a little tiny bit of a hiccup. Okay, we okay? Kind of, not really. We back? We back? We back live? We doing this again live? We back? We back? I think we're back. Yep, I think we're back. Okay, right, let's try this again. But yeah, so... Oh my gosh, what was I saying? I completely forgot what I was saying. I completely forgot what I was saying. Past me. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So for those of you who don't know, I run 3 channels. I run this channel, Pokemon Konketsu GX. I run a music channel under Ty Cullen, and I run an animation channel under just Konketsu. Because I was at first I was doing all of these at once, which wasn't great because it was very confusing. A lot of people didn't really know what I was doing to a point where I didn't really know what I was doing either. So I just thought maybe separate them, maybe split them into 3, see what's going on. Just split them apart. But yeah, that was the thing. It was just splitting them apart. It was starting from scratch that was really going to bother me because I spent a lot of time with Konketsu because that was the original channel. The original channel was Konketsu. But then I thought, you know what? It's just going to be a lot. It's going to be a huge amount getting animations, Pokemon, and music all on the same channel. And it's just like, it was so complex. It was honestly really, really awkward for me. So I decided to split it all up. So I had animations under Konketsu. And then obviously what you see now, Konketsu GX for Pokemon. Because obviously the GX for Pokemon. Because that's when we started this in the GX era. And then, yeah, we went to Ty Cullen just for music. But, yeah, animation-wise, I've been slacking a lot this year. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is, because I've been animating, like, every other day. but it's just I've still not made a single video yet. I'm almost done with one, almost. So I'm happy about that. I've almost finished the video that I've been starting since the start of this month, which is great. It does take a lot of time animating though. It takes so much time. So yeah, so I think so that's one thing. And I'm so excited for that to come out. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun. I can't wait. Then yeah, then I've got another animation to do straight after that, which is probably gonna take me another month. Because I need to redraw a couple things. Because I used to draw myself with part blonde hair. Because I had my hair dip dyed. It was dip dyed blonde. And now I've got to change it to black. Isn't gonna be too long. It's not gonna be that long. So that's alright. I'm not too fussed about that. So it's alright. Then obviously we've got a few things. I think I can find a Lotad here actually. I think I can find a Lotad. Was it here? Or Marrow? That was it. Marrow. Sure. I'll grab a Marrow. I will grab a Marrow. Right. So first off, Marrow, get me. Just make it one try. Just please make it one try. But yeah. So, yeah, I've got to just redraw myself and get the hair right and stuff like that. But then afterwards, that's fine because I can just. I've got the frames that I need. All I got to do is just redraw the hair, and then, yeah, that's it. That's it from there, which is great. Which is honestly really great. So I think I think what we should do, we should go until we get to the end of the first gym, or at least on the way to the second gym, depending on how much time we do this in. Because again, it's not a Nuzlocke. We can come back and do this however many times. It's fine. It's not that big a deal. So I think probably doing it until we get up to the second gym, because it is a fair bit to go. Meryl, just get in the ball, please. Meryl, just come on, dude. You gotta help me out here. But please tell me you don't just have defense curl, because that's gonna be a lot. Because then I'm gonna have to train you as well. Gosh, I've taken EXP share for granted. I've taken EXP share for granted so badly. Oh boy. Oh, there you go. You know tackle. Okay, I'll accept a tackle. I will accept a tackle. But you need to know water gun too, which means I need to go and grind you. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. Sword and, like, from I think Sun and Moon, they've spoiled us with EXP share. Like, I know it was a very oh no, I was supposed to nickname you. Never mind. And that's another bad thing as well. We can't go back and rename. That's one thing Sword and Shield actually did really well on. We can rename our Pokemon. Like, if we ever have a problem, we can go to the Pokemon Center, just say, I want to name him, and then just rename him. I love that. I love that, because that used to be such a big deal for me. Like, just not being able to rename it, it was such a big deal to me. I loved it. I love that feature. They've done so many. It's the little things in Sword and Shield that make me love it. It's really, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Right, let's try Ember. Right, sweet. There, it's all the little things. Please learn Confusion now. Please learn Confusion. Yes, Confusion. Fantastic. Right, sweet. We now have Confusion on Rolts. Now I want to put in Marrow and maybe try that. Get Marrow to learn Water Gun. Because Torchic is fine. Rattles now has Confusion, so it can look after itself now, which I don't have a problem with. But thinking about it, Pokemon games have really changed throughout the years as well. I'd not say it's not a bad thing, it's a great thing, because they've done a lot of good things that have come out right. Like, because Sword and Shield have added a few things, like the wild area. Me personally, I love the wild area. Like, don't even have to worry about, you know, Pokemon, like, having to find a certain Pokemon, because you can just see it. You can see them. Like, and they've done that weird mix of, like, it's the community area. It takes up the majority of the map. It's the community area, but they've also kept in that premise of you still have to walk through routes, and I think that's a perfect, like, in my opinion, that's a perfect balance of implying you need to be social, but also keeping the original concept, that is amazing for me. Like, to me, that's great. That is an amazing thing for me to see. Because like they really implied like you have to be social to find like the Pokemon that will do the best like type of damage. The Pokemon that's like the whole gimmick of this game, like the Gigantamax Pokemon. And half of them you need to team up with people, and it might not be all of your friends because all of your friends might not have it. Um, like for example, I have like one friend that had Pokemon Sword when I had Shield, and for like a good but what 2 weeks we like catch who we could, we trade who we could, but then obviously that fades away. Not to say that like we didn't fade away as friends. We just I played the game more than he did, so it's just like it was just one of those things that happened. It's like the hype died down sort of thing. So it was just a big like it implied that you had to be social, but it didn't take away the originality of it, which is amazing. I loved that. I loved what they did with the wild area. And then just adding in like all the Pokemon that was like that you could just see because they oh gosh, it was just amazing. It was amazing. The one thing I think I'm on the bandwagon for this, but the one thing I really want back is the partner Pokemon following behind you because they have the technology to do that. Like how they did with Heart Gold Soul Silver. I think that was the one. Heart Gold Soul Silver, I think it was. Whenever you put a specific Pokemon at your front line, so for example, I just did it with Marill. Whenever I'd be walking, I would have Marill behind me, and that was great. That was amazing. Like that was so cool. That was so cool to see. Just to see the little sprites running with you was fantastic. I personally loved it. Then obviously that's like faded. That was the only game that had that feature as well, besides Pokemon Yellow, who had Pikachu behind you. Like those two games were the only ones who had that feature, and they should have brought it back in Shield. They should have brought it back in Sword and Shield, because that would have been so amazing. Because they have the tech to do that. They have the tech to do it. It's easy. They had it for years. Yay, Shroomish! I can get Breloom. Nice. I can get me a Breloom. I love Breloom. Breloom again is one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 3. Just something about Breloom. It's just he's awesome, dude. He's awesome. He's like a little kangaroo. He's a little mushroom kangaroo. He's amazing. He's so cool. Little mushroom kangaroo. Now just please stay in the ball. It's fine. Why? I'm not worried. I can just get him back. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, that's a knockout. That is a knockout. It's not good for me. Right. Rattles, because Torchic will be too tough. Yes, please. Yes. Okay, so Rattles. Do a bit of confusion. Maybe confuse him. Maybe. Probably. Bro, I remember putting so much time and energy into Pokemon Emerald. It was crazy. Like, just, oh gosh, I'm having so much nostalgia. I always have so much nostalgia playing this game because it was just the amount of effort that you had to go through. Like, when you finish it, you feel so accomplished because the amount of grinding you had to do, the amount of Pokemon you had to see. But I think now it's a bit easier. It is very easy nowadays for Pokemon games because only just because it's just easy. It's so easy. Like, you can literally just run in, do the damage, and then just come out of it. But this one's like you had to put so much time and energy into the grind. You just had to grind like crazy, and then it's like it pays off because some Pokemon you actually keep because not even that they're good, you just like them so much and you spent so much time and energy training them. You just want them in your team. Like I'm pretty sure I've had like one or two Pokemon that I didn't personally want, but because I like trained with them for so long, it grew. They just grew on me. Right, I'm going to call you Kangaroo. Just because you evolve into a kangaroo. It will make sense later. Right, so heal you up. Heal you up. I should probably run back and barrel some assistance, but first off, get this little paralyzed heal. Right. But yeah, just I think the easiest Pokemon, in my opinion, the easiest Pokemon game was Black and White. I think that was the easiest one because I remember going in there. I remember going in and the first gym was incredibly easy. Like the first gym was incredibly easy. I think like I could be wrong, but the way I remember it is that it was the three waiters who had the Pansage trio. The thing about them is that you could go in. Obviously, it's the little trivial questions like who's weak to what, what's this, what's that, to get through to the leaders. But once you get through to the leaders, you have the personal choice to to challenge who you want to, and it's grass, fire, and water, the three starters, which means you can choose someone that you have the type advantage over, which is so easy. Like I think the way it should have been, like for me personally, the way it should have been is that you should have had the person you have type advantage with, like you had type advantage over. So say I picked Tepig at the time. So say I went with Tepig, and I went to the Butler gym. I went to the first gym. I should have started off with Pansage. That should have been my first. That should have been my first challenge. Then second should have been the one that's your typing. So again, since it's Tepig, should have been Pansir. And then then afterwards it should be the typing that has advantage on you. So what was it, Panpour? I think it was Panpour. So yeah, Panpour. So then that way you challenge all three leaders. You fill up the decks. You fill up the Pokedex, because I'm pretty sure it was hard to fill up the Pokedex at the time to get all three of the Pan trio. And then you just go by that way. So that would have been so much easier, because then that way it's like you get the most out of the game. Like the fact that I ran in there, stormed through the competition. Being in mind, I didn't even shuffle out of Tepig. I did not shuffle out of Tepig. I can't even remember what Pokemon everybody used. All I know is that I did not take Tepig out of the active until from start to finish of that gym. There was like no challenge for me. And it's like you could be so underpowered, but you could just storm through it. There was no challenge. There was no challenge in that game. And that bothered me. That bothered me a lot. Because there's like, compare it to, oh gosh, Sword and Shield. Because to me, Sword and Shield in terms of gameplay was great. Like, in terms of gameplay, I love it. It's one of my favorites. It's just that, what's it? The way, like the ending of how Sword and Shield went, it's like you'd go through, you'd do like a little mini tournament, and you'd face off against just random leaders that you faced in the past, and they'd go all out on you. They would expense nothing. They would bring out all the Pokemon that you've seen that they have. They would throw everything at you. Like their Gigantamax Pokemon would come out. They would throw everything. They would throw the whole kitchen sink at you, everything. Then you'd go, and then after you finish all those, you win the tournament, and then you face your rival for one last time to say, okay, I want to be able to. You face Hop one more time, just to say like, listen, I want to challenge you one more time because I want that spot to face like my brother, whatever. You face your other rival. I think it was Marnie. Marnie's like your other rival. Then you face then you either face Marnie or Beedee, or in fact, I think both. Oh no, because Marnie became the leader afterwards. Marnie became the leader of the Dark Gym afterwards, so that's where it was. But yeah, you face Beedee after that. You face Hop after that, and then you face off against the champion. You go through a whole gauntlet. Being in mind, you do heal up you do get your Pokemon healed up afterwards. But you go through an entire gauntlet to get to the champion, and the champion is difficult. The champion is super, super difficult. I think for me it was more difficult because he's obviously got Gigantamax Charizard, Naya, Rillaboom. But for me, that was challenging. That was a massive, massive challenge. Like it wasn't even like an easy challenge either. It took some thinking to do. That was the first time in a while that I played a Pokemon game and actually caved in and used my items. Because the one thing I've realized, when you do like stuff like a Nuzlocke and things, it's very difficult to go back into that lifestyle of I need to now use my items, because you're just for me personally, I'm in that mindset of once I do a Nuzlocke, I feel like I can do it without using items in a match. Like, that's my personal preference. I feel like I can easily do a match without items. I can switch out whoever. I can do whatever. I can work around not using my items. But the champion for Sword and Shield, I actually had to say to myself, you have to use items. There is no way you can win this without items. Like, that, it was insane. It was insane. Like, I couldn't believe it. But yeah, to me, Sword and Shield was just, it was a great game. It was a great game. I can't even be mad at it. It was fantastic. Then the little post game where you got to little post game where you got to find legendaries. Again, amazing, because the way that it worked is that they didn't make it so that once you caught the legendary, you could just use it. Like, you had to wait until you finished the game to then get legendaries, which was great. Like, to me personally as well, I love that, because it's like, then it's not going to hold your hand. Once you catch the legendary, the game kind of just holds your hand and kind of walks it through, because you have the legendary. You've got one of the best in the game in the story mode aspect. Like, obviously, when you're doing like competitive play and stuff, obviously the legendaries aren't going to be the best. There's going to be some other Pokemon that can easily take it. But when you're doing the story, the legendaries are most likely the ones that are going to destroy most Pokemon that you're going to see. Like, that, it's crazy. It's insane. So once you catch a legendary in the game, you kind of have your hand held for that. So it's a bit so. It's a bit so. It is a bit so. But the fact that Sword and Shield, you see the legendaries, because at first I thought, oh, I get to catch you, but no, you just battle against them. You battle against them at the beginning. You're too weak to battle against them. You're like, right, they're on a high level. I'm gonna get to your level so I can actually beat you eventually. Then when by the end of the game comes, you've now reached that level. You fight them properly. You beat them. They go off. They disappear. You've beaten them. You've done the thing. You've done the thing that you said you was gonna do at the very beginning. And then after the game, once you get this like mysterious item and whatever, that's like kind of had a purpose in the story, but not so much purpose that you need the legendary within it. You then go post game back to where you started, and then do a mission for the legendary, and even that was amazing. Even the post game was amazing, because it had like a full on story. Being in mind, it was pretty garbage, but it was a full story. It was a full on like little mini story of just like, listen, you don't deserve it, we do, because we're royalty and whatever so other. And then it's like, you face these main guys. These guys are your antagonists, like of the post game story, and it's just so amazing. It's so cool. I love the post game story. It was garbage, but for the fact of they put real thought into it, was great. I have nothing against that. They put a lot of like time into thinking about a story. Being in mind, it was like, I just admire the fact that they put extra effort into it, because nowadays there wasn't so much post game in Sword and Shield. I don't think there was Ultra Beast, which again was admittedly a very good post game, because you had to go, but it was a lot of back and forth thing. You had to go. I think for Sun and Moon, you had to meet one guy. He gives you the Beast Balls. You go back. You search the things. You find the Ultra Beast. You catch the Ultra Beast, or you beat it, but most people probably caught it. You catch the Ultra Beast, you come back, you say you caught it, you go, he says there's another Ultra Beast out, you come back, you do that 7 times until you've beaten every single Ultra Beast once. And then after that, he just says, congratulations, you found all the Ultra Beasts, then keep them. Keep these diabolical beasts that have been causing our islands grief. So it was just like, it was a bit so-so. It was so and so. But I think that was longer than Sword and Shield. But I don't know, something about the whole aspect of Sword and Shield just made me like it better. I think it's because, again, the time and effort put in was a bit better. Because I don't know, something about Sword and Shield just bothered me with the end game, because it was just a lot of coming back and forth and doing the same thing. Like, it's literally, I would feel better if it was just like, here's this big map, we have these huge creatures, get every single one, and then come back to me. Not like, oh, find one, come back to me. Find the next one, come back to me. It's just like, here's this big list. Find them all, come back to me, and then we'll do whatever afterwards. We'll change stuff up afterwards, or I'll update your Pokédex to help you find Pokemon that you don't know before. Like, again, how Sword and Shield did it. I hold Sword and Shield in such high regard because it's one of, in my opinion, it's one of the best. It's one of the best ones. It's one of the best Pokemon. But in terms of story, I would probably say Black and White. As easy as it was, Black and White's story to me had a bigger impact. Just because of N. N's character was amazing. N's character was great. All I remember is like his scene with what's it called? All I remember is his scene getting Reshiram and Zekrom. It was great. I just keep remembering that scene. That's the only scene I remember from Black and White. And it was like, that is the only exception where I didn't mind catching the legendary. Because that was a thing of, you earned the legendary. It was like, in terms of the story, it was like, N used the orbs to get Reshiram or Zekrom, depending on what game you picked. He then used Reshiram or Zekrom to then kind of restart the world, like quote unquote restart the world. So then you end up having the other stone to get the other legendary, so Reshiram or Zekrom. Then you would face N to stop N, and it would be legendary versus legendary, being in mind that they're both dragon types, so your advantages are both equal because you both are super effective against each other because they're both dragon types. It was a big clash. It was like a big rival type of clash. It was amazing. It was brute force. I loved it. And then after that, he was like, oh, Reshiram or Zekrom like you a lot. And then it was like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, I like them. I keep them, whatever. That is the only exception that I take for having legendaries. That is the only exception, because that's like, you had to use them to fight. You had to use them to, in terms of the story, where it was important. Where first off, you had no choice, because obviously you have the Master Ball, you can catch them, whatever. It was also a major part in the story. Most of these legendaries, I think from, like, say, X and Y and, like, again, Pokemon Emerald, it's like, you see the legendaries do their thing in the story, but that's it. It's not like, oh, I need to catch them to advance in the story, to make the story richer. It's just, they're there, I have the chance to catch them. Like, say, for example, when, like, Rayquaza comes out at the end of Emerald, he comes in, says to Groudon and Kyogre to shut up, go back in the sea, go back on the earth. You guys do you, just leave. Stop fighting, leave. Mum tells the boys off and they go. Then afterwards, once you're done with the story or get to a certain part of the story, it's your choice. It is your choice to go and get Rayquaza. It's not essential to the story. You can just go get him. You can literally just go and get him whenever you please. Then, obviously, but it's just the thing with Groudon and Kyogre. I think for Ruby and Sapphire, that is your choice. But again, I think that is also your choice to go and get them. And I think for Omega Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire, it was you. I think you had to get them. I think you had no choice but to get them. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. All I remember is that you had to, I don't know, I feel like you had to go and get them. Like, if not one or both or something. But yeah, it was really weird. It was very, very weird. So I'm not too sure. Yeah, that's the only thing though. But yeah, it's just, in terms of story, if the Pokemon isn't, like, you know, really essential to capturing them for the story, it bothers me, because then it's just like, after that, you've got your hand held. And again, for Pokemon Black and White, your hand was held already, because it was undoubtedly easy. It was really easy before the legendary even came in. So you could have, it didn't matter if you had it or not. It would just make it so much easier. I'm pretty sure that's the only time I faced the Elite Four once and won. I'm pretty sure. but that's just me anyway. My personal opinion is that Black and White, in terms of gameplay, was the worst because it was just so frustratingly easy. Like it pained me that I was winning so easily. Like I want to play this to have a challenge, to grind. I want to grind to make myself know that I've put the time in and trained. But I guess I don't know. That's just me. That's my personal preference anyway. I think what else is there? But yeah, that's like kind of my frustration with like Pokemon games anyway. But besides enough of Pokemon, just we're doing enough of Pokemon. What other games are sorting itself out? I play a lot. Well, I say I play a lot of. I used to play a lot of Dragon Ball Fighters. I'm not sure if those of you guys who have or haven't, like, if you still play it or used to. What's your guys' take on it? I personally just fell out with it, but then they're bringing out new updates and stuff, and I've been paying attention, and I'm probably gonna start playing it again in my own time. I used to stream it, but then I just stopped afterwards. So it was a bit, yeah. I want to get back in. I want to start playing Overwatch again. I don't know. It's just I feel like I'm missing out on Overwatch again, because we used to play a lot. Like me and like my girlfriend Jay and stuff. We used to play a lot. We used to like almost have our own team and everything. We did very well. We did very well playing together. It's like obviously we had our own roles and stuff like that. We did great, and then obviously we just kind of fell out with it because of the community, which sucks because without the community, it was a fantastic game. It's just the community made it so bad. The community made it really bad. I don't know what the community is like now for it, but I hope it's better than what it was. I really hope it's better than what it was. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna go back into it just to see what it's like. I'm probably not gonna spend a lot of time going into it. But then yeah, so after that, I'm not too sure actually. Obviously TCG I'm still doing. I want to get a lot more Sword and Shield cards, to be honest, because I really need to get a lot more Sword and Shield cards. I've got a few decks lined up ready to record. What else am I? Yeah, there's a few decks I'm ready to do. I think the main deck I want to kind of show you guys is a Regirock V deck that I've been working on. It's a kind of a mix of I can tell you guys anyway, because you guys have probably seen it at least once or twice, but I've been working on Giratina Regirock V, so you guys are gonna see how exactly that works when you see it. But it should be really cool. I do like the concept of it. It's really cool. I'm still working out a few mechanics like draw support and stuff like that, but I think apart from that, it should be really cool. Then obviously, yeah, we've got this stream going on. I'll bring the little rules up for Pokemon Shield soon. I think if anything tomorrow, just to kind of get it out the way. Right, so the team battle. Who's in good condition? Kangaroo. Right, yeah, let's do that to get some little bit of XP going for Kangaroo. Right. Right. Sorry. Right. Cedar and Lotad. I do like Shiftry as well. I just thought about Shiftry. I like Shiftry. Shiftry is really cool. I like Shiftry. But yeah, I like Shiftry. There's nothing about it. There's no buts. I just like Shiftry. Breedoom I like. Who's actually... But I would say my favorite is probably Blaziken. Of Gen 3, Blaziken has to be my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. Then who else? Who else is there? Swellow, I don't mind. Altaria's cool. Who else is there? Salamence. Oh my god, I forgot Salamence was Gen 3. Salamence was amazing. Salamence was so amazing. Who else? Who else am I missing? Who else was a good Pokemon? Who else was a really good Pokemon? I'm just trying to think. Medicham was pretty cool. Medicham was alright. Oh my gosh, Pokemon Center first, please. Oh, Pokemon Center first. But yeah, Medicham was pretty cool. I'm just trying to think. I can't remember most of the Pokemon. Kecleon was interesting. Castform was interesting. Obviously, we gotta love our boy Raichu. But yeah, honestly, my favorite Pokemon out of Gen 1 at least is Gengar, Snorlax, and Raichu. So obviously, whenever I see them, I just lose my mind. I love them. I love all three of them. I can't even deny it, dude. I love all three of them. They're all such cool Pokemon. I swear, they're so cool Pokemon. I'm just trying to think. Who else of Gen 3 do I really, really like? Did think of Manectric, but not so much Manectric. I don't know. Something about him looks a bit off. So I don't know. Something about him's a bit off. I can't tell. Who else? Plus all the mining, obviously the Pikachu clones. Nah, didn't really like them that much. They were just kind of there for me. They're just there for the sake of being there. It's a bit, nah. So I don't know. It was they're a bit of a meh Pokemon. I don't know why I tried doing. Never mind. We'll just absorb the next one. Thank God for rock types being so slow. Oh, perfect. At least we get to level up. A level up again? Oh, almost. Almost a double level. Almost double level. Oh, wait. I might as well get Marrow leveled up as well while I'm here. Right, sweet. I think it was Onyx and Geodude, or double Geodude, I think. I think double Geodude. Right. And then Marrow. Oh, Marrow doesn't have Water Gun yet. Right, we gotta fix that. Right, one hit? A one hit? No. It was almost a one hit. Right. Mud Sport, Electric Powers weaken. You know, I never understood the point of Mud Sport because rock types have an advantage. Rock and ground types have an advantage over. Oh gosh, rock types have an advantage over electric types anyway. So does ground types, and both of them learn Mud Sport. Unless there's a Pokemon that isn't ground or isn't rock that learns it, it's useless. And like us, like you could say Quagsire, but then Quagsire's part ground, and then it's like because it's part ground, it doesn't get affected. It's just it's a really weird move unless you do it and then swap someone else out afterwards. But it's just why would you do that? There's no point. There's just no point. I don't understand it. I never understood it. Who's this? Geodude again. Right. Marrow just keep tackling, or someone just keep picking away at that Geodude. To be honest, I did want to get into a bit more professional like Pokemon, not just TCG but actual like video game as well, because it does seem really cool to kind of grind up your Pokemon and get the right moves and stuff. It does seem very very cool. I think, but yeah, I went to actually my first live TCG event, like I think about 3 weeks ago now, 3-4 weeks ago now. I loved it. It was fantastic. I did miss the tournament though, which was upsetting because they did a little tournament for Sword and Shield. I would have loved to go there, but I obviously had to look after my stepson and my daughter, which is it's fine. Like anything, obviously anything for them. Like I can't really be upset or anything because of course what kind of person would I be if I took card game over my kids? Like it's not beyond me. But yeah, it was really cool though. For what it was really cool. I should be going to the one in like 2 weeks time. It's great. It is really really great. I love it. I love it. Like playing TCG live is like a different feeling. For me personally, it is a whole different feeling. Like I just personally love it. I went in there, I amazingly didn't lose a game. I didn't have like a proper constructed deck. I think I had a welder deck that consisted of Reshiram and Charizard and Breaksin, and Weezing, which honestly was pretty cool. I went up against Obstagoon and Sableye and I beat them. Like I was actually really surprised. Like it was the full on like deck of that and I still came out with it. I don't understand how I managed to do it, but I did it. Like that was great. I was so happy that I managed to beat one of the best decks Sword and Shield had to offer. Yeah, honestly, it was so good. I want to make that deck in TCG to show you guys, but only thing is I don't have a Charizard and Breaksin. I would love to get one, but I don't have one, and I'm not planning to open a bunch of Sword and Shield to do it. Right, so first off, I'm gonna pull off a... Okay. How much damage does that do, though? That does 19. I can last one more. Okay, well, if you do potion, I can definitely last one more. Right, if it's Leech Seed, then pop, pop, pop. Right, I wonder if you guys can hear the sound, actually. I've not actually seen. Ah, no, I didn't mean Stun Spore. Ah, I didn't mean Stun Spore. No, I didn't mean Stun Spore, and it missed as well. It also missed. What was the point? It was useless. I just gave him a turn to get his defense up. That was pointless. Alright, well, he's faster than me. That's not a good sign. That is really not a good sign. But you know what? Absorb should do the dirt. Should do the trick. And Leech Seed should get the kill? I don't think so. I don't think it will get the kill. Oh, it did. Oh, wow. It did. Wow. Fantastic. Brilliant. Level 11. Meryl doesn't know... Okay. But Meryl doesn't have Water Gun yet, which means I need to kind of bring Meryl in to get Water Gun. Gosh, we're rocking for an hour already. Oh my gosh. Right, tackle. Right, let's see. Rock to again. Don't die. Don't die. Don't. Why did I tackle him? I could have just come out. Never mind. Kangaroo. Kangaroo. Right, defense curl. Perfect. You gave me some space. Leech Seed again, I suppose. There we go. Wonderful. Gosh, something about the sprites just seems so, it's so cute. I miss the sprites sometimes. I really do miss the sprites sometimes. There's something about them. Something about the sprites just it's so nostalgic to me. Like instead of seeing the 3D one, it is nice to come back to the little pixelated ones. It's nice. I can't lie. It is very, very nice to see them again. Right, bam, 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 bam. Okay, oh gosh. Oh boy. Would that get the kill? Oh, no, it's a little bit off. But a tackle will do that nicely. Oh, never mind. Forgot potion. Forgot they do this. I forgot they do this. I don't even think that would have knocked him out, to be honest. Oh, Leechy would have. Leechy definitely would have finished the job. Right, now let's wrap up with an absorb. I forgot you knew rock throw, but absorb will put me back to full health. Saves me so much money wasting not wasting potions. Alright, level 12. Please, Marrow, level up and learn water gun, please. Level 10, water gun maybe? Water gun maybe? Yes, water gun. Where's your nose pass? Let's give him a little drenching. Let's give him a little drenching. Oh, fantastic. You know, water gun. I will take that so nicely. Right, there's nose pass. Level 15. Oh my gosh. Right, there's water gun. Oh, look at that. Look at that critical hit. Nice one, Marrow. You beast. Uh oh, what did you block? What did you... Oh, can't escape. Ah. Which means we are here until the day we die. We are here until we ride no longer. Don't tell me that's a citrus. That is not a citrus. Alright. Okay, I was about to say, if you had a citrus berry already, that is insane. Oh gosh, that does 8 damage. That does 8 damage. That's not good. And I only do like 4. Yeah, that's a knockout. That's a knockout. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Kangaroo. Leech Seed, I guess. Now, only thing is, if Kangaroo gets knocked out, we're stuck a bit because all we have is Rattles and Snurple, and we will be stuck. Let me guess, she's gonna do a potion. No, never mind. Get the Stun Spore off. Just get the Stun Spore off. Okay. I might have to start change. I might have to swap those moves over because I keep doing that. I keep doing that thing with those moves. I'm waiting for that potion as well. No potion. Okay. was expecting a potion, but I guess not. All right, brilliant. We did it. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, look at that look at that XP. Look at that XP. Look at that wondrous XP. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Alright, Stone Badge, then we get Rock Tomb, but no one can learn that yet. If we go into the cave, we get Whismar. Don't really want a Whismar, to be honest. Who do we get in that grass? We get I know Skitty, Nincada. Nincada would be pretty useful. It would be cool to have a little Shedinja. Or a little Ninjask. I think Ninjask would be a bit better though, because obviously Shedinja weakness, like if it hits weakness, but then again it's 1 HP regardless. Right, so I think, guys, I'm gonna leave the stream there for now, because we did run a fair bit way into it, because we had to travel back and stuff like that. But yeah, I think this is a nice time to end it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys missed it, I will keep all of my streams up on the channel just so you guys don't miss it. If you guys are interested, click the subscribe and all that gibberish. I don't like saying that stuff for the outro. It's just garbage to me. If you guys want to, you are always welcome back. That is kind of been the motto for this channel for any of you that are new. If you guys are always interested, you guys are always welcome back here. Again, if you guys miss a stream, they will always come up anyway. If you guys are interested in anything TCG related or interested in tuning into more Pokemon streams, then yeah, stick around. We've got a lot more planned for this channel. And then yeah, guys, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, always hit like, and yeah, see you guys later.